Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm going to cover few basics of neuroanatomy. The topics we are going to cover today are neurons, axons, white matter, grey matter, parts and functions of the CNS. CNS or the central nervous system, which includes brain and the spinal cord. Further, we are going to study about layers around the central nervous system and spaces around the CNS. So let's begin. Imagine on this paper I have a grey mouse which has a long tail. The mouse or the grey mouse is our grey matter or the neuron. Its tail is our axon or the white matter. In our CNS, there are bundles of mouses present together. This is called as cell bodies or the neurons. Every mouse has its own long tail. This tail runs in upward and downward direction, anterior to posterior direction and right to left. This together are called as axons. Why does it appear grey and white to us? Let's see. Every neuron has its own nucleus present inside it. So, the cluster of neurons with its nucleus inside it appears grey to us. And in axon, every axon has a myelin sheath, due to which it appears white to us. Let's study the types of the neurons and types of the axons. There are 3 types of neurons and 3 types of axons. 3 types of neurons are multipolar neurons, which has many poles to it. Then there is bipolar neuron, which has 2 poles to it. Then there are pseudo-unipolar neurons, which are actually unipolar to begin, but becomes bipolar functionally. The first one is multipolar, the second one is bipolar, and the third one is pseudo-unipolar neuron. Further moving on to axons. Axons are of 3 types, which are: first one is tracts, second one is association fibers, and the third one is commissural fibers. Tracts are the white matter or the axons which run in upward to downward direction. Association fibers run in anterior to posterior direction, and commissural fibers run from right to left. Yes, or the central nervous system includes spinal cord and the brain. In the spinal cord, there is presence of grey matter inside and white matter outside. In brain, there is presence of grey matter outside and white matter inside. Now, let us study the parts of the CNS. Our central nervous system can be cut into 3 planes, that is, horizontal plane, coronal plane, and the sagittal plane. Here I am showing is the coronal section of the central nervous system. Brain weighs about 1.5 kilograms and it flows on the CSF, that is cerebrospinal fluid, without putting its weight on the neck. The structure now I am drawing is the spinal cord. It is about 45 centimeters in an adult male and 42 centimeters in an adult female. This structure is called a cerebrum. Pons, medulla, and the both side is cerebellum. This is spinal cord. This part is called as forebrain or presencephalon. The structure which connects forebrain to pons medulla and cerebellum is called as midbrain or mesencephalon. Pons, medulla and cerebellum are together called as hindbrain or the rhombencephalon. Midbrain or the mesencephalon includes crus cerebri, substantia nigra, tegmentum and the tectum. Hindbrain is divided into metencephalon and myelencephalon. Metencephalon is pons and the cerebellum and myelencephalon is medulla oblongata. Further, the forebrain is divided into two parts, that is diencephalon and telencephalon. How are we going to remember? It is Princess Diana is sitting in between, which is diencephalon, and all the telescopes are observing Princess Diana, which is telencephalon. So the inside part is diencephalon and outside part or the cerebral hemisphere is telencephalon. Now let us talk about the layers around the central nervous system. There is presence of 3 layers around the central nervous system. Deepest layer is the pia mater, which is soft layer. It is the most closest layer covering the central nervous system and it is highly vascular. The middle layer is like a cobweb. It has a multiple connective tissue called trabeculae which connects second layer to the pia mater. This is the middle layer called as arachnoid matter. Then there is one more layer, the third layer or the outermost layer, which is very tough, strong and hard, and it also has presence of nociceptors or the pain receptors. This layer is called as dura mater. Now let us study the spaces present around the central nervous system. The structure I am drawing is skull bone. Between the skull bone and dura mater, which is the outermost layer, there is presence of epidural space. Between the dura mater and the arachnoid mater, there is presence of subdural space. Between the arachnoid matter and the pia matter, there is presence of subarachnoid space. Now, let us talk about the functions of the brain and the spinal cord. First one is cerebrum, memory, language, thought, awareness, consciousness. Functions of pons is sleep, respiration, swallowing, bladder control, hearing, equilibrium, taste, eye movement, facial expressions and posture. Functions of medulla is respiration, cardiac functions, vasodilation and reflexes like coughing, vomiting, swallowing and sneezing. The functions of cerebellum is maintains tone, posture and equilibrium of the body. The function of spinal cord is it maintains electrochemical communication, walking and reflexes. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video throughout. I hope you found this video informative. The examples of mouse and the tail are just for the experiencing purpose. Do not write it in your exams. And if you like this video, like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.